Good morning, Team Aldersley. Hope you're all safe and well and looking forward to another productive day in our virtual school. The sun hasn't been shining for us these last few days. Let's see what the joyful June calendar brings today. Today is the 17th of June and it's all about being kind to yourself. So treat yourself today the way you would normally treat a friend. Be kind to yourself. Yesterday's challenges were set by Miss Pritchard, and the first challenge was to secure as many award points in your lessons yesterday. So how many of you stepped up to that challenge and received lots of points? I know, I noticed lots and lots of points being awarded for the different teams' pages, points for those who normally receive points, and lots of different students being added to those leaderboards. So well done. In terms of the calendar, yesterday it was all about asking a loved one what they feel grateful for at the moment. So did you have that conversation? Did you find out what others were feeling grateful for? And did you get a chance to reflect yourself on what you're feeling grateful for? And finally, have you started to reflect on the goals for this half term? Have you started to think about what it is you want to achieve and how far towards achieving those goals you actually are? Have you been resilient? Are you always aspiring to be the best that you can? My assembly today is looking at personal branding, producing a brand for yourself and marketing yourself. It is who you are and what you're known for, and it becomes your legacy. It's what you're remembered about. Your personal brand will include your personality, your values, the way in which you communicate, the way in which you interact with others and express yourself. All of these will make you what you are and what you're remembered by. So what makes up a personal brand? It's what you say and how you say it. It's about what others see and how you act. The way you make others feel is also part of that personal brand. So have a little moment to think about those 3 points. So what do you say and how do you say it? What do others see when they look at you? How do you act? And how do you make others feel? Explore how you can promote yourself. Are you showing your best self in person, online and on paper? So it's not all about when you meet people face to face, but it's also about those interviews, those posts on social media, those application forms. What is it that you are presenting in terms of who you are and what you represent? So we'll start to think about marketing yourself. So when you meet someone for the first time, or you apply for a job, or apply for university, or you attend an interview, you have to market yourself. You have to leave an impression. You're not only judged on face value, but you're also judged on your personal attributes, your skills, your qualifications, your experiences, and your character traits. So what would this look like for you? So what skills do you have? Are you a good team worker? Are you a good listener? A good communicator? A problem solver? Can you demonstrate creativity? Leadership skills? Are you always aiming high and to do your best? Do you always stay positive? Think about what are you good at? So are you good at making things? Are you good at researching, playing sports, being part of a team, the willingness to learn, being a positive influence on others, or your use of technology? What are your interests out of school? So do you do lots of volunteering? Do you enjoy reading, exploring? Have you got an interest in culture, history, art, geography? Is it about staying healthy, helping at home? What is it that you do? What is it that you could bring into school, into those applications from your interests outside of school? So what I want you to think about now is what we term an elevator pitch. This is a short, snappy, persuasive speech that will spark interest in who you are and what you do in your career ambitions. The pitch should be memorable, interesting and succinct. So sometimes you have to sell yourself in about 20 to 30 seconds. And this is when you can start thinking about these stages of an elevator pitch. So what do you include in your elevator pitch? First of all, you need to make sure that you open with a statement all about you, something that will grab the listener's attention, a hook that prompts the listener to listen and ask more questions. And then move on to talk about what you're currently doing. What are you studying at school? What are your interests, your hobbies, inside school and outside of school? Thirdly, think about what do you want to do? So when you leave school, what are you passionate about? Do you want to go to college? Do you want to go to university? Do you want to study an apprenticeship? Why? Think about the achievements that you are most proud of, those achievements both inside and outside of school. What is it you've done and why are you proud of those achievements? And then finally, end with a specific call for action, whether it's about exchanging details, asking for feedback, or thanking the listener for your time, something which concludes your elevator pitch. So, one of the challenges that I'll be setting you today would be thinking about this elevator pitch. How are you going to market yourself in 20 to 30 seconds? How are you going to stand out from the crowd? What makes you an individual? What you should also be thinking about is, what does your social media profile say about you? You might have heard of lots of stories about people losing their dream job after sharing something inappropriate on social media. People in large organisations do look onto social media to find out about prospective employers. So, what does your profile say about you? What simple steps can you take to make sure that you're showing your best self online? So, a few key pointers. Make it private. Social media is your private life, so keep it that way. Your friends might find a post funny, but if a potential employer may not see the same funny side of that particular post. So if you're not sure if you should post it or if it's appropriate, don't. Celebrate your achievements. Make your social media about celebrating who you are and what you've achieved. Post about your passions, your projects, your achievements. It'll show your employers that you are ambitious, productive, talented, and that you work outside of school and you've got lots to offer. Always show your best self. So even if you've got your privacy settings turned on, it doesn't mean that pictures that you post can't be seen by other people or that they're untraceable. So always make sure that any pictures or any posts that you do share are appropriate and do represent your best self. And finally, keep it professional. Think before you post. Does it need to be put on social media? We all need to vent out sometimes by putting problems or arguments down in writing, but doing this on social media is not always the best place to do this because you never know who might be reading your post. So, moving to today's challenges. The first challenge is the Action for Happiness challenge. So, I want you to be kind to you. Treat yourself the way you would treat a friend. For the second challenge, I want you to do something different in addition to your lessons. If you log on to your year group team or your personal development team, there are lots of new activities, lots of things that are being shared that you could be doing, again, to sort of raise your profile, to demonstrate who you actually are. So do something different. Have a look and try something else in addition to your academic lessons. And then for your third challenge, I want you to produce a elevator pitch. So sell yourself in those 20 to 30 seconds. You can share this by either producing a short 30-second video or a short voice recording, and then send this to your ASL, your head of house, and to me. So finally, make sure you stay safe online. If you need any support today, here are all the people that you could be contacting, and you also have the contact for out of school hours. Have a great day, Team Aldersley, and I'm looking forward to hearing some of those elevator pitches.